Good morning everyone, my name is Tomislav Golubovic and this is a video in response to a customer query on using Plant3D within the Revit Live service. So what you need to do first off is open up Plant3D, open up your project and export any of the models that you want to use back down to vanilla AutoCAD. So I've already done the equipment, inventor model, so there's my equipment model, my inventor model, cable tray model, my plant structural model, and now my piping model. So I personally like to have different disciplines in different areas, so that's why all of my models are broken up. So to export Plant3D to vanilla AutoCAD, within Plant3D you type in export to AutoCAD, and then it is going to put it wherever you want it. So I'm going to put it on my desktop as the same file name, 1P-1001. So now I've got all of my plant models dumped down to vanilla AutoCAD. So I'm just going to close off plant and then jump into AutoCAD. So what I'm going to do is xref all of those files together. As an overlay, which is fine, and then it's essentially going to give me another 3D model of vanilla AutoCAD with my plant model. So I'm just going to bind all of these together, and now it's one model. So now I'm going to save this as overall plant model, and it's an AutoCAD file now. So then we jump into Revit and we create a new family, and I'm just going to put it under plumbing just because it's some piping, and then under insert I import that CAD model. So it's going to be imported into this as a family. You can see here we've got all of my plant objects. If I switch to fine and to realistic, you can see we've got our plant model in there. So I'm going to save it as a family. So call it Plant3D Revit family and close the family off. Now I'm going to use mechanical template. You can use architectural, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to insert that family. And when I look at my list of families down here under plumbing fixtures, then we've got it shown. And I can bring it in to Revit, fine, and realistic, and then there it is there. Now the extra thing you're going to have to do here is, if I look at my elevations, so it's fine, it's on level 0, I'm not worried about level 1 there. You will have to put a slab around it because Live isn't going to recognize these objects, so when you try and teleport somewhere it's not going to find them. So just as a basic, I'm going to put in a structural slab and use the plant slab as the basis for it. So now when we look at it, you can see there's my plant slab and then there's my Revit slab just over the top of it. And if I switch to an elevation, you should be able to see them as well there. So we've got the two entities there. So now we switch to 3D mode, fine and realistic, and then this is where we export to live. So then I go view and go live, So Live tells me there's nothing wrong with the model, and I'm going to download it to my desktop. And I click on Save and Go, call it Plant3D Revit Live Project. And then off it goes. So what it's going to do is essentially just package up the model. It'll prepare it all in the cloud, and then what it's going to do is notify me when it's ready to be downloaded. So we'll just wait for that to go through and to finish. So now we can see within Revit Live that that model has been created, it's been downloaded, and it's now sitting on my desktop. So what we're going to do now is switch over to Autodesk Live and have a walk through it in a VR session. So now we're in Autodesk Live, the live editor, and we've imported that model now. So now you can see it's all come in okay. There's obviously no materials. I haven't bothered with any of that. Any of the saved views that I had have all been imported as would be expected with Revit projects. We can orbit. We can also change the time of the day, so morning, afternoon, night, and even which day and month of the year as well. Again, a normal live function. So what I'm going to do here is just click on the live button, and it's going to put me into the VR session. So while I just put the headset on, and I have the controller there, and you can see that I can teleport down to that Revit slab. If I didn't put that Revit slab in, then Live isn't going to detect anything. So we can just walk around, we can have a look at various objects. Being a Revit family, these do not have any BIM information in them as you would with a Revit project. So you can see here as well, if I try to go up the stairs, I can't, just because it's not recognizing those surfaces there. So again, whether that's something we have to tweak in the Revit model or the live session, I haven't tested yet. But for now, if you want to walk on anything, you have to put a Revit family or Revit object underneath it or overlay it. Hopefully this has helped you in your workflow with Plant to Revit Live.